Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back finally with another video for you. I know it's been a while since I've filmed. I've been doing exams at uni and things like that. That's all over now. I actually finished earlier this week. So I'm all done. So as you can see from the title, I'm just going to be doing like a prom look, but I wanted to keep it very simple, not a lot of colour, so that you can go with any colour dress, because you know you're gonna have different colour dresses and I want lots of people to be able to recreate it and like keep it quite simple but versatile. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Let's get into the video. So to start, obviously I need to do my skin, because like with your prom makeup you want your skin to look flawless and you want your base to stay on. Like you need your makeup to stay on for a while. I have already done like I've just had a shower and stuff, so I have already like cleansed, toned, blah blah blah. So I'm literally just going to put some moisturiser on. This is the simple, like I've used it in like all my videos, but I do this before I do my brows and before I do my face makeup, because it gives it time to sink into the skin. But that's just my go-to moisturiser, you know, I use it all the time. So I'm gonna zoom you in because obviously I started my eyebrows and eyes, etc. So I'll zoom you in and I'll be right back. So now you're zoomed in, you can see everything a bit closer. So to start the brows, I'm going to be using my Benefit Precisely my brow pencil, and this is in the shade 5. So I'm just going to start by combing up my brows, like, because this is like a prom look, I don't want anything too dramatic. So I'm just going to do the usual, underline the brow. So now I've underlined my brow shape and I'm just going to do brush strokes and keep it quite natural and fluffy, because I don't want anything too harsh. I did actually do my own prom makeup in year 11. I know a lot of people go and get their makeup done, but I wanted to do my own because I knew what I liked. I knew what I wanted. Just going to keep brushing through the brow to like keep it nice and soft and see where the hairs go. So that's literally that brow done, so I'm just going to quickly do this one. I've literally just done the same thing to that brow, literally just filled it in. Now obviously you want your brows to stay in place, so I'm using the Anastasia clear brow gel. I'm just going to brush the brows up so that they'll stay all day. All night or whatever. I think my prom, see I didn't go to my year 13 prom because, as you know from my last video, I didn't like anyone at school. But from what I can remember, my prom started at like maybe 7. So now obviously I need to carve out my brows and I'm going to prime my lid with the concealer as well. So I'm just going to use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer, and this is in Neutralizer. So I'm literally just going to put some of that on the back of my hand. Then I'm using my Morphe M421 brush. Yeah, just a flat brush to carve out my brows, and then I'll use this to prime my lids as well. Then just take my beauty blender to blend it all in. And to set the concealer, because if you don't set concealer it creases, and obviously you don't want that to happen with your eyeshadow. Just using some Laura Mercier translucent powder and just doing a light dust of that over. This will also help the eyeshadows blend more and all that good stuff. So the palette I'm mainly going to be using for this look is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. This is because if I show you, it's got so many nudes and neutrals. It's literally like, so when I go and do makeup, like clients, that's the palette like I always bring, always use, because it's just the most, like, it has so many nudes and neutrals and stuff that you can kind of create most looks with it. And then I also bring my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, because has like every colour in. So to start off with, I am taking my Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush, nice and well used. Haven't washed my brushes because did that last. I need to wash them tomorrow, so they're going to be dirty. And I'm going to take Burnt Orange. So this, I want to keep it like brown. I don't want it to be too orange, if that makes sense. So like, I'm going to keep it all quite brown, quite neutral, quite soft. And I'm just going to take that and look down so I can see where my crease is, and just start blending that in very lightly. And I've just dipped in again, and I'm just going to keep building the colour up until I'm happy with the pigmentation and everything. Right, I'm now just going to do that on the other eye. Right, so that's the transition colour down. My brother's just got home, so I'm really bloody hoping he doesn't make too much noise. So now, as I said, it's going to be a very simple look, but again, dirty brushes, just going to take the colour Rustic, which is that one. So there's like a red, the burnt orange, red shade, and then the Rustic. I'm using a Unicorn Cosmetics brush. It's from a, I think it's like Party of the 80s or something, that kit. And then I'm just going to put in the same place, but almost closer to the crease. So I'm not going to blend it out as much. I'm keeping it very light hand. And when I put a tiny bit of that on, because I do want everything to be quite soft, I'm going back in with the Sigma brush and burnt orange and just going over it. As you can see, it's just added, like, if you compare it, it's just added a tiny bit more definition. So again, just doing it on the other eye. As I said, it's going to be a very basic, simple look. So now I'm literally just going to take the Morphe brush I used to carve out my brows, and the same concealer I'm now going to use to do a half cut crease. So no talking whilst doing this. And I'm just going to do that half cut crease. I don't know why I always find my right eye so much easier to do. So basically the whole idea of this is I don't want to put any other colour on that cut crease. So I'm just going to take, so I'm literally going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Transparent, and then just put some on my eyeshadow brush and just set that concealer. Because the whole idea is I want it to all be matte and okay, so after doing that, it's still a bit too yellow for my liking because that concealer is quite yellow. So using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm just going to take this shade, just like a nude shade, and I'm also using this is a brush from the Body Shop. It's just more of a tapered brush so that I can, not tapered, what's the word? Not specific. By the way, if you can hear a noise, it's my washing machine in the background. More like detailed brush. And I'm just gonna go over this again. Okay, so that eyeshadow just calmed down. I don't know if anyone else can notice that. It just calmed down the yellow tone. So now I'm going to take the Sigma brush again and burnt orange and just blend that into the cut crease to blend it all in. And I'm also going to just take this, oh focus, just going to take this over where the concealer cut crease is, because I want this to be quite soft, nothing too, but ever so slightly, because I just don't want it to be too harsh. But just to soften it a tiny bit. Now again going in with the shade Rustic and that Unicorn Cosmetic brush and just adding that to the outer corner. And again going in with the Sigma brush to blend it in. I want to do a wing liner with this because I've kept the eyes quite simple, quite neutral. So the wing liner I'm going to use is the Maybelline gel liner. Mine's kind of dried up a bit though. A bit, it's dried up a lot. So I'm going to spray it with some Fix Plus to hopefully help it out. And to do the wing liner I'm using an Anastasia 7B and good liner brush. What I'm going to do is, because I've just sprayed the MAC Fix Plus, I'm just going to put some on my brush and on the back of my hand, just like spread it out. I don't know if this is going to be too dry, you know. This could go awfully wrong. I think it should be alright now, put that on it. Then to do the wing, so I'm going to do a line from here out and then join it up. So doing it very lightly to start with. Right, so I'm happy with the shape of the wing, but because the gel liner is quite dry, so I'm happy with the shape of the wing, but because the gel liner is quite dry, I'm going to go over it with a liquid eyeliner. So this is the Stargazer liquid eyeliner in extra black, and I'm just going to tidy it up and make it a little bit sharper and things like that. So yeah, as you can see, that's just made it a little bit sharper and cleaner. So now I've got to try and match it up on the other eye. So I'll do that. You know what? I'll be messing around with them, but they're even enough. They will do. Next thing is I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes, because this will make them a little better when I put falsies on. And then put in a light coat of mascara on. So I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Doll Beauty lashes in Brandy. So they just look like this. They're just fluttery and cute. And then for glue, I'm just using the Allure one. So whilst you're zoomed out as well. Whilst the lash glue dries down, I'm going to start on my skin. So the primer I'm going to use is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. So basically this, literally, it smooths out your skin, but it smooths out your skin, but it also gives it the most gorgeous glow. That's what it looks like. Sorry, I'm using the, literally, it smells really good as well. It literally makes my skin, I don't know if you can see, it just gives it like a glow. It's not dewy or anything like that. But then, because obviously we need our makeup to last all day, and I actually need my makeup to last all day today, because it's currently, what's the time? So it's 12:25, and I'm going to Blue Water, and then I'm going out tonight, so I actually need my makeup to last. So in the T-zone where I would get oily, I'm going to use the Benefit Professional. just to make sure, that that stays put and I don't get too oily there. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing two. So I'm going to be mixing the Maybelline 24 Hour Stay and the Revolution Conceal and Define. The reason I'm doing this is because I love the Maybelline, I love the full coverage, it literally stays put, but I kind of want a bit more of a glowy skin, and this is quite matte, so I'm going to mix in with the Revolution, which is more of a satin finish. I do have a tiny, may not look like it because I'm pale, a tiny bit of a tan for me, so I'm not sure what colour I'm going to be. Let's give it a go. Just putting them on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to mix them on the back of my hand as well. And let's try the colour. God knows what it's going to look like. Oh, actually, that's a good colour. Don't know if you can see that, but then I'm using my beauty blender to apply that. She's not going to stop bouncing this in. Make it look flawless. Right, concealer. I'm going to use the Naked Skin concealer in medium light because I find this literally doesn't crease on my eyes. And that's what we want, but not too. I don't want to. I'm not putting too. I say too much. Don't want to put too much on because the more product you have under your eyes, the more product's going to crease under your eyes. Then again, blending that in with the beauty blender. Right, now to apply the lashes. Once I've put one on, I like to pinch them together. Try and blend it naturally. Blend it in my natural lash. I'm going to carry on with the face. So I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Beautiful Bronze to like bronze up the skin, you know, almost contour a little bit and all that good stuff. Because I want to look bronzy. If on my prom day, I want it to look bronzy. And of course I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend it in, but I'm also going to spray it with the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray to help it all blend in together. So let's go. I always get scared of having lines under my jaw from doing this, so I'm going to... This is just the Sigma Kabuki 3D HD. I'm just going to blend it all down my neck. And just make sure that's all blended. Making sure that under my eyes haven't creased. And I'm obviously going to use my Laura Mercier. Where have I put it? Here it is. Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. And set under my eyes. This is going to stop it creasing throughout the day or night or prom. And I'm putting it around my mouth because I get really bad smile lines. Then I'm also going to use this to go under my, where I've just bronzed and contoured. Now I'm going to finish up I keep dropping everything. Now I'm going to finish up under the eyes because where I wear contact lenses, my eyes water a lot. So this is a tip if you do find your eyes water a lot. So when I put mascara under my eyes, it always smudges down. But if you do it whilst you've got the powder underneath, it prevents it. What I'm doing is on a little brush, I'm just taking that burnt orange shade and just putting it under the lash line, joining it up to the outside. And then taking that rustic shade, the darker brown, and just putting it on the outer like third and blending it in. I'm just doing a coat of mascara under my eyes with the roller lash again. Now time to wipe away all of the baking. And just because I haven't set the rest of my face, I'm just kind of wiping whatever's left over the rest of my face. So I'm going to use two bronzers. So the first bronzer I'm going to use is the Hoola Benefit bronzer, my go-to. Always use this. I love the colour of it. I just love it. Just love it. And then obviously just going over. Nothing too much, just keeping it quite soft. And then the other bronzer I'm going to use is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. Oh my god, I can never open this. Chocolate Gold Soleil, because it has like a shimmer in it. And on a day like today, well, prom, you want a bit of glow. So I'm just putting some of that, and it smells like chocolate. It smells so good. Putting that. I actually really like this mix of foundation. Don't think I've ever done it before. Blusher, of course, I'm using my MAC Blush All Day Pro Longwear blush. Just like, it just is such a good colour on me, like, I think. I love this blush on me, so I'm going to use it. And I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheek and bringing it back. Then of course it's time for highlight. The highlight I'm using is the Dole Beauty Shine Bright. It's cracked, but it's like a goldy, nice gold one. And I'm gonna highlight myself up. You want to be glowing. Well, I did. On my prom day I did as well. On the cheek. Love this highlight so much. And then above the brow bone. And then I'm also going to take a little small brush, and I'm going to put it on my inner corners and on my brow bone. Final step is lips. I'm going to use my NYX, what one is this? Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade London. I am going to slightly overdraw my lips, and the trick with this, when you overdraw your lips, you want to only overdraw the centre of your lips. You want to keep the sides the same length, no width. For the actual lipstick, I'm going to use the MAC Velvet Teddy, which is like a standard nude. And then over the top of that, I'm using HMB. Why won't this open? HMB Cosmetics, so Holly Boon's brand, lip gloss in Yes Girl. Then of course, to set that all, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter spray. And then bouncing it in with my beauty blender. So this is the final look. I'm actually really happy how it turned out. Oh, by the way, I just quickly cut off my hair and clipped it back. But I think it's like a perfect look for prom, like, because of the eyes, and it can go with anything. It's nice and glowy and pretty. So that is that. Just to let you know, there is a giveaway going on my Instagrams, which will be linked down below in the description box. It's only a mini giveaway. It's only my first ever giveaway, so don't expect too much. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a while since I filmed. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I really hope you liked this look. Remember to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you in my next one.